How's it going, everybody? Ian back with another video. Today is just a little reading wrap up, weekly wrap up, I guess, what I've been reading the past few weeks. It's been a while, been 2 weeks since I posted because it's just been busy 2 weeks, so I didn't get a whole lot of reading done on, for me, what is normal. But we're going to go ahead and show you what I did read. First up, Winter Counts by David Heska Wembley Waden. This is basically about a local enforcer for the Rosebud Indian Reservation in South Dakota. His nephew got into some drugs and was overdosed and basically spent some time in the hospital. And this guy, Virgil Wounded Horse is his name. He is like the local enforcer, tough guy on this reservation. Everybody knows him. Just don't fuck with him. All that fun stuff. Basically, Virgil is going to get to the bottom of where these drugs are coming from and how they're getting onto the reservation and deal with it. And, you know, his journey takes him to Denver, Colorado, where that's where the climax of the story happens. Fighting these drug dealers and this conspiracy that's cause there's always a conspiracy, but yeah, gave it 3 stars. It was a decent read, very fast. The next book I read, She Rides Shotgun by Jordan Harper. This got to my attention because there was a movie out with Taron Egerton. I have not seen it yet. But yeah, so I wanted to pick this one up. Very short read. Basically what this is about is there is a man who's in prison, and he finds out that some white supremacists in prison have put a hit out on his little girl, basically his family. He breaks out of prison, basically, and just goes on this long epic journey, just trying to save his kid. He gets to his kid. His ex-wife was killed by this crew of white supremacists, and they're hunting the girl, basically. And so he gets his kid, and he's just traveling around, avoiding cops, avoiding the gang members of the white supremacists, and all that fun stuff. It was a fun ride. It was a fun ride. Looking forward to watching the movie. See what happens. Next up, The Drowning Woman by Robin Harding. This one is basically, we're following, what's her name? We're following Lee. Lee is a former chef, owned a restaurant in New York, and then COVID happened and shut her business down. And she kind of lost everything. She's homeless. She's up in the Pacific Northwest, just living out of her car. And she likes to go to this beach area. So she goes to this beach area, and she sees a woman crying, walking into the ocean, basically to drown herself, suicide. Lee steps in and saves the girl, and it just it has a toll. Let's just say there is a toll for that. I'm not going to say too much else out because I will say, granted, the ending was a little anticlimactic, kind of went off a little bit of some tangents. The ride was a lot of fun. There are a lot of break your neck, I did not see that coming, holy crap, twists and turns that made this a 3-star read. Actually, I think I gave it a 4-star read. I read this a few weeks ago. A 4-star read, I believe. Either 3 or 4, high 3 or a 4. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. Again, it's not too big. It's 300 pages. That's not terrible for me. But yeah, so we got that. Drowning Woman. What am I currently reading? Well, I am currently in Wrath from, it's buried a bunch of stuff right there. I forgot to grab it, but Wrath is the fourth book in the Faithful and the Fallen. Just cracking that open, about 50 pages in, and getting ready for that climactic book. Next up is the penultimate in this big series I've been reading by Philip C. Quantrill. This is The Last of the Draghorn. I cannot say anything about this book because if you want to read it, this is I think this is number 8 in the 9-book saga. Yeah, 8 and 9 books. I can't say anything about it. It's just, this is going to set up what I think is going to be a great ending to this saga, if you will. If you've watched my channel, I loved the first 3 books. The first 3 books are probably in the top 20 fantasy books I've ever read. I don't know about top 10 yet. I've read a lot of fantasy that I really loved. The second trilogy, I didn't like. I liked the first book in that first trilogy, the second trilogy, and then the 2 and 3 just kind of whatever. This one, it's basically, you can technically read this trilogy, the final trilogy, as one set, but it's just not worth it. Go back to the beginning. It's a completely different story than the previous 2, but it touches on them. But yeah, so can't say too much about it, but love it, and I hope it ends well, which I have heard it does. He sticks the landing. But that's it, everybody. Have a good one.